Ms. Forsberger.
Yes, sir. Thank you, members of the board. Good morning. Good morning, Charm TV. The July 11th, 2024 proceedings of the Board of Liquor License Commissioners for Baltimore City will now begin. Please take this opportunity to turn off or mute all of your electronic devices. Don't be that person. The board is now in session. We have three preliminary matters before we begin. First, Chairman Matriciani again is excused from today's hearings, so in his absence, Commissioner Templeton will serve as the acting chair.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Also, items number 12 and number 14 on the docket are postponed, and they will be heard at a later date. And we'll start with regular item number 1, 180-day hardship extension. Oscar Zing Young Lee, Raycliffe Tenzin LLC, trading as EJJI, 529 East Belvedere Avenue. A Class B beer and light wine license, request for a hardship extension under the provisions of the Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-2202. Please come forward.
Good morning, council.
Good morning, Mr. Acting Chair.
Yes.
This is a hardship request, as Ms. Wurzberger said. If it pleases you and the commissioners, I can just quickly proffer what this is about. The timeline in your staff report actually lays it out pretty succinctly. This is an establishment.
Can you press your button a little?
Start over again? Let's do this.
You just stay for the record.
Stay forward.
Again, I'm Joseph R. Woolman, Silverman Thompson, on behalf of the applicant. The applicant is actually the purchaser of a business at Belvedere Square. I think the licensee may be here. He's here. But I spoke to him yesterday. This is a hardship request. My client is actually involved in the purchase of the business, and we've actually already filed our application for transfer, but the business did need to be closed due to some financial hardships. So for that reason, and to preserve the license, we're requesting a hardship extension.
Oh, thank you. Any questions from the commissioners?
No questions.
None.
Okay. Based on your proffer today and your May 28th, 2024 letter, I vote to approve this request for a hardship extension of this Class B beer and light wine license for 180 days.
Yes, based on materials, the letter, and the testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the request for hardship extension of 180 days for B beer and light wine license.
Based on the application file, letter dated May 28, 2024, forward from Mr. Woodman, and the proffer given by him today, I also approve the 180-day hardship extension for a Class B beer, for a Class B beer and light wine license.
Thank you very much, Ms. Russell.
No, it is for the record.
Thank you. Good luck to you. All right. You have the next
I
one.
got the next one.
Patrick
Is this still
James
on?
Hudson, Lawrence and Fort LLC, trading as the local Oyster, 838 East Fort Avenue, Class BD7 beer and light wine, BD7, sorry, license, request for a hardship extension on the provisions of the Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-2202. Please come forward.
Mr. Woolman.
Thank you again, Mr. Acting Chair. Again, for the record, Joseph R. Woolman, Silverman Thompson, on behalf of the applicant, which is again the licensee. This is the business formerly known as Local Oyster on Fort Avenue. Again, as the timeline in your staff report indicates, the establishment closed back on December 25th, 2023. My client does have a new tenant in the space. They're not currently serving alcohol. We're in the process of working out a management agreement to do that. So in the meantime, to preserve the license, we filed the request.
Okay. Any questions?
No questions.
None?
Okay. Well, based on your proffer today and your May 9th, 2024 letter, I vote to approve this 180-day hardship extension for this Class BD7 beer and light wine license.
Yes, based on the material, the letter, and the testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the request for hardship extension of 180 days.
Based on the application file, letter dated May 9, 2024, from Mr. Woodman, which was submitted to the board in his proffer, I also approve the 180-day hardship extension for BD7 beer and light wine license at 838 East Fort Avenue.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right, thank you very much. Nice seeing you.
Moving on to 90-day transfer hardship extensions. Arsh Chaudhry and Audrey Del Rey DeGrosse, Alish Inc., trading as Frankfurt Garden Liquors, 5418 through 20 Sinclair Lane. Class A beer, wine, and liquor license request for transfer hardship extension under the provisions of the Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-1705B. Please come forward.
Mr. Hurdle?
Abraham Hurdle on behalf of Frankfurt Garden Liquors. My clients are just having a challenging time with the permitting process. The Trader's office has been giving them fits. I think they've been having issues with the sales and use tax license as well. We just need a few more months, and we anticipate it getting wrapped up.
Okay, that's good. Questions?
No questions.
Any questions? All right. Based on your proffer today and your letter, which was on, I believe, June 20th of 2024, I vote to approve this 90-day transfer hardship extension of this Class A beer, wine, and liquor license.
Yes, based on material, the letter from the attorney, and the testimony from the attorney, I also vote to approve the request for transfer hardship extension of 90 days.
Based on the application filed and testimony proffered given by the attorney today, I approve the 90-day transfer hardship extension. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Russell. Yes?
No exhibits for the record.
Moving on to regular items, new transfers and expansions. Tahalia Tashi Hyatt and Errol George Hyatt, Studio 4000 Restaurant and Lounge LLC, trading as Studio 4000 Restaurant and Lounge, 5500 Park Heights Avenue, second floor. Application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license under the provisions of Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-1603, little c, 1, 2, little I, requiring $200,000 in capital investment in restaurant fixtures and facilities and seating capacity for a minimum of 75 people, requesting off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages. Please come forward.
Mr. Kudinski?
Turned it off, that big guy. For the record, Melvin J. Kudinski, representing the applicant in this case. This is an application for a new Class B license to be on the second floor of the address on 5500 Park Heights Avenue. The applicants here, have seating, and this floor plan has already been submitted, but I'll give it again. It's, 78 seats. We have a proposed menu. I have copies for each one of the commissioners. Capital investment, where finalization, or we have a list of equipment. She has it on her phone, but it hasn't been downloaded. It was supposed to come to my office, but she understands that it has to be over $200,000. Since it's a complete rebuild, it's not going to be a problem. We understand that before they can pick the license up, they have to show the $200,000 in FF&Es, the hood system, everything else. There'll be approximately 7 employees there. Maybe 3 or 4 people front of the house and 3 or 4 people back of the house. They'll all be alcohol certified, and the establishment will be there to serve the community in that particular area. The experience of the applicant is that she's worked in various different restaurants and wants to go and strike out on her own at this point.
So what's the seating capacity?
78.
78, so it's going to meet the 75. and
Yeah, I think I was on that sheet I gave you.
It's on the sheet?
Yeah.
It was passed over there. The next thing is, you said that it's on your client's phone, the capital investment.
We'll submit it before we're going to do anything, pick it.
Do we know what the capital investment?
It'd be around 250, 260, is that correct? Yeah.
Okay, all right. And this is a concept for a restaurant, nothing else? right?
Absolutely. It looks like a nice menu there, although I'm not really big on goat and oxtails, but that's just me talking.
So it's going to be more of a Caribbean type of restaurant there to serve the community?
Yeah.
If you're going to speak, you have to,
You got it for, pretty much.
okay. All right, any questions?
I do.
Go ahead.
From the outside sidewalk, going through the second floor to the new business, do you go through the first floor business at all? Is there a door connecting that first floor business to the second floor business?
Can you raise your right hand?
You're going to answer, you got to give your name and address to the record, okay? He wants to swear you in.
Raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the answers that you give and statements that you make be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And can you identify yourself?
Hi, I'm Tahelia Hyatt.
And with the question that the commissioner had, is there a separate entrance that goes upstairs, is that correct?
Yes, there's a separate entrance
And it's like to the right or left-hand side, when you're looking at the building?
to the left.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I was clear. If I'm on the first floor, is there a door that will let me go to the second floor?
No, there's not.
That to be separate than the separate licensee.
You've been around for a while.
So,
Tell my wife.
Go ahead.
yeah, so my question is, closing at 10 PM, it's a restaurant on the second floor. Is that going to close at 10 PM? I mean, I'm just being hypothetical that your clients, they're not going to move the tables and turn it into a nightclub?
No,
or-
that's not their, no, not
TJ,
their intention at all, no.
No?
No other questions? No more questions? Okay. Well, based on the application materials, the proffer made by counsel, testimony given by the licensee, and the exhibits that are in the file and exhibits that were given today, I vote to approve this application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license with off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Yes, based on material testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license and a request for off-premise catering and the delivery of alcoholic beverages.
I also approve this application based on the proffer by the attorney and testimony given by the, I guess you, the owner. I also approve the request for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license, requesting off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Ms. Russell?
Like
Thank you.
President, for the record, Board Exhibit 1, floor plan, Board Exhibit 2, menu.
Good luck.
And we will submit
Good
the
luck.
capital investment before we could.
Before you get the license,
Good luck
yes.
to you.
Okay, thank you.
Brian Aquavella, Risky Biscuits LLC, trading as Bunnies, 801 South Ann Street, application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license under the provisions of alcoholic beverages and cannabis article, Section 12-903, little c, 2, little I, requiring $500,000 in capital investment in restaurant fixtures and facilities, 51% of food sales and seating capacity for a minimum of 75 people, but not more than 150 individuals, requesting outdoor table service and off-premises catering. Please come forward.
Mr. Fogelman?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chair Pro Tem, as I like to say. Stephen W. Fogelman on behalf of the applicant, Brian Aquavella. We're here today to request a restaurant license, a Class B for 801 South Ann, formerly Wharf Rat, currently Bunnies. The operation would remain the same. It's very popular. I'll have a menu for you, and I'm sorry I left the original in my printer. So if we could give one to Ms. Russell when we're done, and I'll introduce that as Exhibit 1.
It's fine, I know the menu.
Thank you. There you go. Always a good sign. As you may know or have heard, they bought the building and put a lot of money into it, to wit, looks like 1.226. I want to say it exceeds that. Here's a budget showing $1.226 million in investment. Thank you. And Mr. Aquavella, I like to call Commissioner Jones the Iron Man because he's been on the board continuously since 2007. Well, Mr. Aquavella is like the Iron Man of hospitality. He's been in the business for 30 years. The financial form in front of you only goes back 10. He's owned a very successful restaurant, Black Eyed Susie's in Bel Air, downtown Bel Air, and before that was known for Blue Agave in Federal Hill. So he is a veteran of liquor licensing regulations and compliance therein. You should have previously received a floor plan. We have 120 seats in the establishment. You should have some kind of letters of support from Fells Point Main Street and Fells Point Residents Association for the request. It was pretty much it was a good thing for everyone in the sense that this is a restaurant that's currently hitting 60% food sales. This is a restaurant that has 120 people, 120 seats. This is a restaurant that easily meets the $500,000 threshold. So the idea was, this is really a restaurant. This went from the Wharf Rat, a tavern for 200 years, into a true high-class restaurant. And so the gift to the community is we're going to move a BD7 out of Fells Point, and which is a tavern, as you know. You don't even have to serve chips or peanuts. And they're going to have this restaurant license reflect this restaurant operation. So thank you.
Okay. Any questions from the commissioners?
No questions.
No?
Okay. Well, based on the application materials, the proffer made by council, the exhibits in our file and that were given today, I vote to approve this application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license with outdoor table service and off-site or off-premises catering.
Yes, based on materials and testimony today, I vote to approve the application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license and a request for outdoor table service and off-premise catering.
Based on the profit given by the attorney, application filed for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license, requesting outdoor table services and off-premises catering, I approve.
I just wanted to say that I do like the concept. It's a very nice concept. Ms. Russell?
Clerk calls this for the record. Board Exhibit 1, menu. Board Exhibit 2, capital investment.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Eric Fitzgerald and Benjamin R. Carter, Levy, Maryland LLC, trading as Levy at M&T Bank Stadium, 1101 Russell Street. Application for a new Class B beer, wine, liquor arena license under the provisions of Alcoholic Beverages Articles 12, Section 12-1001, little d1, which authorizes the license holder to sell beer, wine, and liquor by the drink and by the bottle within the arena from one or more outlets for on-premises consumption. Please come forward.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. For the record, my name is Linda Carter, and it's a pleasure to be before this board this morning in connection with an application for a new license. What I lovingly refer to as the Raven Stadium, which is more properly known as M&T Stadium. As the board is aware, if I could, by way of proffer, and I do have both applicants with me, Benjamin Carter and Eric Fitzgerald. As the board is aware, when this stadium was built in 1998, this board did award a license to the stadium. We represent Levy Restaurants, which is now going to be the concessionaire. A new entity has been created to hold the license for this particular unit, and the two gentlemen behind me each have an ownership interest in that entity, along with Levy Restaurants having the remaining interest. In accordance with the Alcoholic Beverages Article 12-1001D1, I would proffer that we have more than 1,000 seats. In fact, the stadium currently has 71,008 seats, and with the newly planned $430 million renovations that are already significantly underway, only another 128 seats will be added, and they'll actually be on the field. Our attendance, I have all kinds of interesting facts and figures, but I'm not going to take everybody else's time. But one thing that I did think was amazing is that this stadium has an average attendance of 70,597 people per game, which means that only 400 seats are vacant on an average. That's amazing. And that's probably why last year this stadium was named the #1 fan stadium in the United States. We have clearly have more than $1 million of improvements in the premises. In 2013, the stadium underwent renovations of $35 million. In 2015, it went a $5 million renovation just for Wi-Fi improvement. And then, of course, like I said, we're in the middle of a $430 million improvement, and that is obviously not building or land. So based on that, Mr. Chairman, we would respectfully request that the board approve the license.
So, yeah, you've met the capital investment requirement. You've met, obviously, it's the Raven Stadium, you're over 1,000 people.
Absolutely.
I think you've hit all the points that we need to hit on this one. Any questions from the
No,
commissioners?
no questions,
No.
I'm good.
No questions? So based on the application materials, and you gave us a large application and a lot of exhibits today, the exhibits that you entered today, the application materials, your proffer, I vote to approve this application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor arena license, and also approve the live entertainment also.
Thank you.
Yes, based on materials and testimony that's provided today, I also vote to approve the application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor arena license and the request for live entertainment.
Based on the application filed for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor arena license requesting live entertainment, I approve.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Thank you, Ms. Carter. Go Ravens. Ms. Russell?
Article exhibits for the record, Board Exhibit 1, Business Plan.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank
Good
you,
luck to you.
thank you so much, and pursuant to the instructions of that man, I promise to take less than 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day, and thank you.
All right.
I think she was
All right, next.
Dominique Francis Savoy, Savoy Spot LLC, trading as Savoy Spot, 623 through 25 South Luzerne Avenue, Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license, application to transfer ownership. Please come forward.
And good morning again.
And again, Mr. Baldwin.
We approve of the live entertainment as long as they keep winning like that. Yes. Stephen W. Vogelman on behalf of Dominique Savoy, who's standing behind me with the manager, Mr. Savoy. This is a iconic place. It was American Joe Metashevsky's bar. You might remember that, too, Commissioner. State Senator, American Harry's bar, Harry's American Bar, but it's an old Canton haunt. And there was a transfer, there was some issues with inspections. The license expired, and Senate Bill 1100 reinstated that license so that there'll be once it's transferred again, there'll be some time after that to finish the transfer. Ms. Savoy, as you can see from the information, and I'm sorry because she did not put in a proposed menu. This is a BD7, but it's a full kitchen, so they intend to have food. They understand she understands the rules and regulations of the liquor board, and this is a business that I know that everybody is happy to see open again. It's just a good corner place to eat and get a drink. And to that end, the Canton Community Association should have sent in some kind of support or approval. So they did meet with them. It was an email, it was an electronic transaction, but it's my understanding that they support this transfer.
Okay. What type of food, since we don't have the menu?
Traditional pub grub, burgers and wings and salads.
Okay.
We'll be happy to forward you a proposed menu.
Well, that's fine. Any questions?
Yeah, everyone's alcohol awareness.
I am not 100% certain of that, but I know that we can have it done by Monday with all the good assessors out there who are ready to go. So they will be, period. Thank you.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
None.
All right. I don't have any other questions either. Okay, based on the application materials, the proffer made by council, and I vote to approve this application to transfer this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license.
Yes, based on material testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application to transfer ownership.
I also approve the application to transfer ownership based on the proffer given by the attorney and the application filed in our system.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
Thank you. Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Mert Ozturk, Damari Inc., trading as Zella's Pizzeria, 1143 through 45 Holland Street, Class B beer, wine, and liquor license, application to transfer ownership, requesting off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages. Please come forward.
For the record, Melvin J. Kadensky representing the applicant in this case. This application change really of corporate officers in the case. Mr. Artzer is completely familiar. He is the licensee in another establishment that has experience for like 10 years. He's going to keep the same employees. People who are going to deliver alcohol will be alcohol certified. He's familiar with the rules and regulations of the liquor board, and I think this would be a rather seamless transfer in this case regarding this matter. The current licensee wants to move on, Julie Ernst, and go into other fields.
Okay, any questions?
No questions.
No.
Okay. Based on the proffer made by council and application materials, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license with off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Yes, based on materials, the testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application to transfer ownership and the request of off-premise catering and the delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Based on the proffer given by the attorney and the application filed, I approve the application to transfer ownership requesting off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck to you.
Jose N. Portillo and Maria Rita Zavala Villacorta, Pupuseria Mama Tana LLC, trading as Pupuseria Mama Tana, 4707 Eastern Avenue, application to transfer ownership and location of a Class D beer and light wine license presently located at 426 South Newkirk Street to 4707 Eastern Avenue, requesting delivery of alcoholic beverages. Please come forward.
Morning again.
Once again, for the record, Melvin J. Connects to represent the applicant. This is like basically a do-over. We had the hearing back in November. Everybody was approved, then was determined that they were within 300 feet of a church required legislation that was approved, and now with the letter from the church and the community, which I understand is somewhere floating around. I don't know if anybody has it, but I talked with the Chief Chris Amalis, and he would proffer that we'll get the letter in to approve it. So there's not going to be any change regarding that. The license is going to, the person who was at the other address on Newkirk Street received the BD 7. This place has been there for about the last 8 years, never had any problems. Has seating capacity for 51. It's a smaller place, basically has a Latino menu, be a beer and light wine, the same people who will be delivering alcohol will be alcohol certified. They'll be obey the rules and regulations of the liquor board. So other than the hearing that we had back in November where they were approved, the legislation has now been passed, and we'll make sure that you get a letter from the Greek community and the church. I think it's out there somewhere. I saw it.
I have a letter from January 12th from the, what is it, the St. Nicholas Greek
Right.
Orthodox Church. I have it in the file.
But is it signed?
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's not
That's, we'll
signed,
get
but
you a
I have
signed
the
one.
letter.
I know. And I talked to the chief, and he indicates, so we'll get you a signed one.
Okay. Any questions?
So that's a letter of support, I get that. But is there a MOU between your client and the church, or just a letter of support?
I think it says in the statute, you just have to get a letter from the church.
I just want
and-
clarification on what that means.
Do you have any questions?
No.
No. Okay, any other questions?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I guess pursuant to this new legislation that's been passed, and it seems as if you've adhered to the legislation by providing this January 12, 2024 letter from St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church, letter of support, based on the application materials, the proffer made by council. I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership and location of this Class D BW license presently located at 426 South Newkirk Street to 4707 Eastern Avenue with delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Yes, based on material, testimony, and the letter support letter from St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church, I also vote to approve the application to transfer ownership and location of a Class D beer wine license presently located at 426 South Newkirk Street to 4707 Eastern Avenue, and also the request for delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Based on the application file, support, proffer given by the attorney And the fact that the needed letter is submitted and put into the file, I also approve the application to transfer ownership and location of a Class D BW license presently located at 426 South Newkirk Street to 4707 Eastern Avenue, requesting delivery of alcoholic beverages.
All right, Ms. Russell.
No exhibits for the record.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you guys.
Mr.
Good
Kadensky,
luck.
you do need an MOU, and if you
I
read
have
it,
one, I
okay.
was
Okay.
we'll
I
get
just,
it through.
I feel like there was some question as to whether or not there was needed. Okay.
And I'll get you some easier names next time for you to say.
All right, next week.
Kimberly Bosley, Canton Wine Girl LLC, trading as Chesapeake Wine Company, 2400 Boston Street, Suite 112, Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Application to transfer ownership with continuation of live entertainment and outdoor table service, requesting delivery of alcoholic beverages. Please come forward.
For the record, again, Melvin J. Kadensky representing the applicant. This is a transfer of an existing location. Ms. Bosley has probably 25 years in the hospitality beverage business. She's going to keep basically the same employees. There won't be any changes. People that are going to be serving alcohol, be alcohol certified, obey the rules and regulations. Liquor Board, I don't know, do you have a copy of the letter from the Canton Improvement? Yeah, it was sent by email. She received a copy of support from the Canton Improvement Community Association, and there won't be any other basic changes with regard to the operation.
Okay. Any questions from commissioners?
None.
No questions.
All right. Based on a proffer made by council, application materials, the letter that was submitted from, a letter in support from the Canton Community Association, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license with the continuation of live entertainment, outdoor table service, and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Yes, based on materials, testimony provided today, the letter of support from the association, I also vote to approve the application to transfer ownership with the continuation of live entertainment and outdoor table service, and also the request for delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Based on the application filed, proffer given by the attorney, and also a support letter from the Canton Community Association, I also approve the application to transfer ownership with a continuation of live entertainment and outdoor table service, requesting delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Ms. Russell.
Like those exhibits for the record, Board Exhibit 1, letter of support from Canton Community Association.
Thank you, Mr. Kadisky.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Kim W. Thompson, ERS Inc., trading as Steampunk Alley, 870 Park Avenue, Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license, application to transfer ownership with continuation of live entertainment. Please come forward.
Mr. Fogelman.
Thank you. Stephen W. Fogelman on behalf of the applicant, Kim W. Thompson, who's to my right. This one should be familiar, and in a way, this one should be easy because this is a redo. You approved Mr. Thompson previously for the transfer of this license last year, and there were some underlying tax issues with the seller's company and, or with the company itself, and those were resolved, but after the 270 days had run since the approval of the transfer. So nothing has changed. This is another long-term business enterprise in Baltimore City. He's been the current on the license as a city resident for many, many years, so he's been vetted a number of times, and I would ask for your approval.
Okay, any questions?
No questions.
None.
Okay. Based on the application material, proffer made by council today, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license with the continuation of live entertainment.
Yes, based on material testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application to transfer ownership with the continuation of live entertainment.
Based on the application filed, proffer given by the attorney, I approve the application to transfer ownership with continuation of live entertainment.
Ms. Russell?
Good luck to you.
No exhibits
Good
for the
luck to you.
record.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Good to see you. Good to see you.
All right, have a good day.
Luigi Palma Esposito and Jacob S. Delheim, Facci Restaurant of Baltimore LLC, trading as Facci Ristorante, 414 Light Street, Suite 102, Class B, beer, wine, and liquor license request to add live entertainment, outdoor table service, and off-premises catering. Please come forward.
For the record, again, Melvin J. Kaninsky, 320 North Charles Street. The applicant here is a current licensee. He opened business, and the old UNO did not have the outdoor table service or the live entertainment. That location presently operates 2 restaurants in Howard County. I happen to be out in Howard County. It's very nice, if you happen to be out that way. And I think you can go across city lines, each one of you, I think, can, to go to his restaurant in Howard County. So he's requesting outdoor table service and live entertainment, mainly somebody playing Italian songs, and he has around seats for about 29 or 30 people outside. So I don't think there was anything here of anything controversial in this situation.
I don't have any questions. Any questions?
No
from-
question.
None.
All right, that was quick. Based on the application materials, it seems like you have a history of doing this and doing it the right way. The proffer made by council today, I vote to approve this request for a Class B beer, wine, and liquor license with an addition of live entertainment, outdoor table service, and off-premises catering.
Yes, based on material and testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the request to add live entertainment, outdoor table service, and off-premise catering.
Based on the application file, proffer given by the attorney, I also approve the request to add live entertainment, outdoor table service, and off-premise catering.
To the Class B beer, wine, and liquor license, yeah. Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
I help
Good luck.
out when I can.
You were quick.
Thank you.
There being no further business before this board, the board is in recess until Thursday, July 25th, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. We are adjourned.
Thank you, everybody.